think what's best about the scheme is that I guess it's the structure. It's kind of made of sort of 4 6-month rotations. So you get the sort of opportunity to kind of work on a lot of different projects and across different teams and really get sort of insight into what Ofcom does as a whole. I think coming straight out of university for me, I just wanted to get a sense of how economics is sort of applied in the real world, and being able to do that across kind of the different sectors that Ofcom regulates has been really useful for me, because you realise that the economics that we apply is quite different. So I think I definitely feel as if I built up skills as an economist, and I've got a better insight into the work that economists generally do as well. Yeah. I think I've been able to sort of apply the economics I picked up in university and at the same time learn more economics. I think that's what sort of makes this role stand out in particular, and I think doing that in the context of sort of communications as well is really interesting as well, because the market as a whole is sort of rapidly kind of evolving and changing, and kind of the questions that economists deal with and the sort of thinking that goes behind all those changes makes it equally quite interesting. It's given me definitely a variety. You have sort of the kind of core competition economics courses and seminars that you can go on to. So if you're interested in particular topics, say cost recovery, for instance, there's definitely access to those sort of training courses and so on. But you also have the more sort of specific kind of intro to sector courses as well. So whether it's an introductory course to telecoms or broadcasting, so that gives you the more kind of the knowledge you need about the communication sector that you might be working on at that particular point. But there's also an emphasis on your soft skills as well. So there's a lot of training available in that direction as well. So it's a bit of a kind of variety, but I think what works really well is you're kind of able to take your own learning and sort of development in your own hands pretty much. It's quite sort of flexible. You can choose what you want to do at what point in the grad scheme, and that's useful because every single rotation is pretty much quite different, and it's useful to be able to kind of look for that particular moment where you feel something's most useful. It's sort of a culture where you're kind of encouraged to ask questions, and that makes it a lot easier. There's a lot of value on the grad scheme, and they're always really, helpful and willing to answer questions, and it's nice to be able to kind of learn from each other as we kind of progress across the scheme as well, and being sort of in a culture that supports that, an environment that supports that is really useful.